Peace.
Peace.
This is Joshua Miller Law, Mr. PhD. You're just now entering the cipher.
Peace to all our followers, likers, and subscribers. Today is going to be an epic episode. We have one of the great young singers coming up in the game that's finna change the game. This young man is so smooth, it's ridiculous. And on top of that, we share some things in common. I'm not even going to talk about it. But right now, I want to bring on my brother, Mr. Ishmael Sings. Let's get it. Peace, brother. How you doing?
Peace, Ishmael. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm good, man. I think I'm coming down with this little cold, but I'm fighting it off. Show must go on.
Hey, exactly. Yeah, me too, man. I got a little something. I'm all good too.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
So
glad to be on your show, man. How you feeling?
man, I tell you, it's been crazy all week. You know what I'm saying? Because we was looking forward to this episode, but I want to give you an opportunity to tell all our followers, listeners, who Ishmael Sings really is.
Right on. I'm Ishmael Sings. That's my stage name. I'm originally from Louisiana. Air Force kid, traveled around. My stepdad was from South Central LA, so spent some time in LA. Moved up to where you're from, into the DMV. Was out in Landover, Maryland as a kid. Mom's moved back down south to Louisiana, so I finished high school and got my musical training, college training in music, on stage, in church in Louisiana. And when I left college, I moved to Dallas. I've been to Dallas ever since. So I'm down south. I'm holding it down in the Southwest region, trying to make some magic pop, trying to make some R&B pop, trying to get something cracking, not just all over the country, but especially here as well. So I'm trying to do my thing, write music, performing music. I'm into business, like doing business, the arts, talking to people, mingling with people and trying to make something happen and help others. So, music is my forte, being on stage. Pretty much if I have something to say, I'll put it down on a pen and put it in a song. I don't say too much, verbally and vocally. I try to put it in a song, but I can speak.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Now, what was it about R&B that resonated with you, being that you traveled around and your mom and had you in the South and you grew up basically in Louisiana, now you're in Texas, and most of
Right,
those sections deal
right.
with like Southern Soul and the blues and Zydeco and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And what was it
right on.
about? What was it about R&B that made you want to say, "I want to sing R&B"?
Right. Good question, bro. I guess, as a kid, coming up in the late 70s and the 80s and been a 90s kid, being in the back of that car, that's what they was jamming on. That Al Green, Marvin Gaye, Jackson 5, all of those cats. And, the music resonated. It was beautiful music. So I still can remember all the songs in my head and all the melodies right now. The music, movies, the culture was just so on point. So, I respected, those guys, those elders and the older sisters, our moms and aunties, and, they were so cool and suave. I always emulated that and respected that style. So when it was time for me to get on board, once I found out that I can sing and, I had some music chops, I just took it the way that they do it and just try to add some, still, we in the hip hop generation, still keep it hip hop, still keep it cultural, but still try to keep it, classic and keep it classy like those who came before. So, they set an example for us. Me being, I'm a trained vocalist. I had college scholarships to two colleges off of voice. So I took music as as a means to go to college, but learning how to sing and sing with others, lead, background. I just found out that I could write, probably in the eighth grade, and in recent years, I found out that I can write pretty well and come up with a melody. Just started doing my own thing, try to keep it going. But what had happened, I ran into a cat. I was working a part-time job some years back, and a cat from my hometown, Shreveport, saw me working. He was like, he saw me, he called me by my government name. He's like, Sammy, man, you sure used to could sing. And so, I just took it from there that, hey, people miss a brother's voice. So I said, hey, it's my duty. It's my God-given duty to, not bury the talent, not bury the gift, put it on out there. And so, hey, I've been trying to put it out there ever since. And that's what I'm trying to do. Still trying to keep it excellent.
Definitely appreciate that. DJ Chelson is in the building. Peace, how you doing? Thank you for checking in. Peace to Tina. Peace to Queen Thickness. We, definitely in the building. We definitely gonna celebrate it. But when you started talking about you learned how to write, you realized you could write in the 8th grade. Was it a certain moment in the 8th grade that you learned how to figure out what songs, the words and notes and melodies, how they formulated together?
Mm-hmm. Right. Good question, bro. What had happened is another cat that was older than me, I guess he played the piano. I forgot the brother's name, probably Melvin or something like that. Back, he went to Captain Shreve, a school in Shreveport, but he had a little piano melody, maybe something he learned in his house, and he had this melody, dun 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 dun, some changes, and it just came naturally to me. I didn't know. But one of the coaches was about to retire, and so they wanted to do a tribute for him. And I was in the 8th grade, but I was always, I always hung with the older crowd, because the older crowd had more things happen. Had better looking girls than we had. The older crowd just seemed like they had everything. So they had this melody. And it was his their old coach was about to retire, so he had this melody, and I wrote to it. And since I was a youngster, they kind of like try to take credit for it, but it was 4 of us. We Michael Jackson that thing out, and we jammed out. I came up with the title, but he had the melody on the piano. It was called Coach Thomas. The old coach's name was Coach Thomas. It was like, I just started writing with some verses like, we were the Trojans. It was real simple. I kept it kindergarten. I still try to keep it simple. But it was like, you are the Trojan, the number one Trojan that helped us with our daily life. The sports and all the things you made the winning team. Stay young, so may God. But the melody was like, Coach Thomas, yeah. We were like, Coach Thomas, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, man! We turned that school out, bro. So man, after that, I didn't just start writing. Yeah, that song was Coach Thomas. Was the first song I wrote, 8th grade, and already, bro. And of course, and as an adult, any ideas? If I'm talking to somebody, like even me and you, I'll talk to some of the homies. They're like, "Man, write that down, man. It's a song. Write that down, man. Write it down." So anytime I come up with an idea, if we can figure out a way to put it into a song, we want to put in a song and try to, keep the music relevant, give the people some ideas, give them some food to eat. Like the minister said a long time ago, one song, could go a long way. Preachers can preach a sermon, they said, but they said one song could go around the whole world and could change people's thinking. So a song is very important. So there we go.
Definitely. Shout out to Queen Thickums in the building. That's Queen instead of Queen Thickums, it's Queen Thickness. Lisa English is in the building. Thank you for checking in. We definitely appreciate you. Salute.
Peace,
Definitely
Lisa.
peace. How y'all doing? But I wanted to talk to you about you got a song called "Give Me Some R&B."
Oh yeah.
How did that song come together?
Well, I always wanted one. I always wanted a song that'd be relevant. That one came. That was one of those in your sleep songs. You know, that melody came in my sleep, so I woke up and put that one down on the phone, so I can come back and put that down later. But yeah, that melody came. You know, give me some R&B, and you know, hey, a song talking about R&B, especially with what's going on. Hey, I love rap, love hip hop. I'm hip hop too, but you know, still, you know, we got to leave a little space for you know some good R&B. So I always wanted a song to express it, and I just really say, basically, that song was just a blessing from God. That's just a blessing.
Definitely,
I still, when I hear it now, and when I hear it, I get turned up, and I wrote it. So
hey,
I
I
love
want to
that
say
song. So hope you
thank you
guys
for
love it
checking
too.
in. Thank you for checking in, London, Marty, Artina, everybody checking in. Here we go. Give me some R&B.
Yeah.
Listen, girl.
Come on now. Yeah. I remember those early Saturday mornings, the music in the air, when Mama would enter before breakfast with the warning, you better clean up if you're going somewhere. Yeah, when Mama and Daddy were together, and we thought that love would last forever. Yes, those were the days. When every song had a meaning, and people were dancing and singing. We just let the music play. Give me some R&B. It sounds so good to me. I feel it down in my soul. They played it on the radio. Just give me some R&B with a grown and sexy beat. I feel it down in my soul. They play it on a stereo. Ooh, and I remember those Sundays in the park, showing off in my daddy's car, jamming the music that the ladies love to hear, cruising like a star. Oh yeah. Later tonight, let's get together. Let's go get a bite and do whatever. It's just singing at the club. The music is loud, the party's banging. I'm feeling the vibe, we started swinging, and everybody's showing love. Some R&B, it feels so good to me. It goes straight to the soul. I heard it on the radio. Just give me some R&B with a grown and sexy beat. I love the way the rhythm flows. They played it on a stereo. Give me some R&B. Come on now. Play it on the radio. R&B. Give me some R&B. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Play it on a stereo. Give me some R&B. And give me some more of that R&B. Play it on the radio. Give me some more of that R&B. Did it. R&B. Yeah. Play it on stereo. Give me some. Give me some. Give me some. stereo. Give me some R&B. R&B help to raise me. You help me catch my lady.
Bless you.
You made a lot of baby.
Man, that's give me some R&B, man. That is smooth, man. That's like
Thank
my
you,
man,
bro.
like my brother Imperial just said. That's a nice, smooth dance track for the grown and sexy, man.
Exactly.
Man, like
Appreciate it, man.
when you formulate your songs and things like records like "Give Me the R&B," do you think of people dancing on the dance floor? What is the mindset that you go into when you're making a song?
Yeah. Yeah, that one, I was thinking swing out, dance floor. So yeah, for sure. I wanted to get it to some type of rhythm where, people want to dance to it, to that particular beat count. So yeah, all that was thought of in that one. And definitely want them to get on the floor with it, and that's what it does, and that's what I wanted to do.
Well, when
Hmm.
you sing, it's so laid back and smooth. Do you think that, or do you feel that you're helping to bring love back into the music with your melodies and your composing?
Yes, sir, John. Yeah, that's what I want to do. The difficulty is, these days in music, like Wynton Marsalis said, there's no, like he said, there's no integrity in jazz. There's just not that much integrity in anything anymore. Radio, music, politics, whatever. Everybody's gaming, and so yeah, I did want to come and put some, put like they're saying, bring R&B back. It's like hell, bring integrity back. So it's
Right.
like, true R&B is, integrity. Keep it real. Don't play no games. Do what you got to do. Keep it real. For example, me as an artist, hey, if I do a show, I want the ladies and the gentlemen at the show. I don't want just ladies at the show, right?
Mhm,
So I want to do a song where, that the gentlemen are going to, feel happy and, they're hugged up with their queen. They don't feel threatened by me. I got a lady. We good. But
mhm,
most people just think that, R&B singers are, just trying to, get girls. Like, some cats have told me,
mhm,
man, if I had a voice like yours, I have all the girls. Like, I have to check. I'm like, hey, bro, man, we don't do this for girls. You can get girls,
mhm,
whether you can sing or not. Everybody got girls. Police, everybody got groupies. Police got groupies. Firemen got groupies.
mhm,
Everybody has them. So, just got to let cats know, because the dudes they don't understand that I'm not just getting on this stage just to try to sing a song and get no girls. I'm trying to, put
mhm,
some love in the air, put some thoughts in the air, to try to help all of us out.
mhm,
So, hopefully, they'll see, the audience will see that the music can be therapeutic. We can put some integrity in it, put some love in it, check my songs out, feel the love, take a little more love back home and, stay together. Hey, I'm just trying to help the community out best I can. And of course, I want them to help me out by, receiving the music, playing the music, picking it up,
love
spinning
it.
it, and all that.
Mm. Now, who helped produce your tracks, the music for your songs?
That song right there, "Give Me Some R&B," Lenny Nance. He's here in Dallas, Texas. Lenny Nance produced that track for me. Um, I have
Mhm,
on that album. I use about four producers. I use a brother named Christopher Bubba from Shreveport. He produced some tracks for me.
mhm.
Lenny, who produced that "Give Me Some R&B," produced the most tracks for me. Yes.
Okay. Now, what
Songwriters.
can we do?
Go ahead.
Now, what can we do?
Oh, what can we do? Yes,
Yeah, what can we do, man?
man,
What was the inspiration behind that song?
man. You heard that one?
Yeah, I just did.
Man, that what can we do? What I was trying to
Mhm.
do with what can we do for the past few years, I wanted something in a modern sense, anything close to "What's Going On" by Marvin Gaye.
Wow.
Just anything possible. Of course, nobody can compete with Marvin Gaye, but any kind of song that I can come up with that's even close, with something that could make us think. So that one came, at night. That was a blessing as well. That one came. What can we do? That melody came to me one night. I put that one down. I was very thankful. Thank God I had something close to "What's Going On" or "Mercy, Mercy Me." Hey, what can we do? I'm tired of waking up to a world of stress. I'm tired of dead end jobs, no pursuit of happiness. That's how it starts. And it just happens, what can we do? And everybody liked it, all over the world. So that's that's what that came from. I wanted something close to "What's Going On."
All right. Well,
Yeah.
Imperial just told me to play it, so I'm finna go ahead and play it. They in the comments say go ahead and
What
play
can
it.
we
So I
do?
got to go ahead and play it. Let's
What
go. What can we
what can
do?
we do?
I'm tired of waking up to a world with so much stress. And I'm tired of dead end jobs with no pursuit of happiness. Lord, will you help us? Help us, help us, please. Our children are dying. You gotta be strong to survive these streets. Some things have changed, some things still the same. It's just the same old shit. Call it by a different name. It's over now. I won't listen to their lies. Am I all alone? Calling out what they do wrong. It's up to you, my brothers and my sisters too. Let's get it together. So much work we gotta do. Come on now, what can we do? Please tell me, come on y'all, what we gon' do? Somebody help me, come on now, what can we do? Please tell me, come on, what we gon' do? I'm tired of waking up to a world with so much hate. Every time you turn around, you get shot down. We can't be great. Lord, will you help us? Help us, help us, please. Killing each other in these streets. Trigger happy police. Some things have changed. Some things still the same. They use the same old tricks. It's life or death, it's not a game. It's over now. I won't listen no more lies. Are we all alone? Calling out what we do wrong. It's up to you, my brothers and my sisters too. Get it together. So much work we gotta do. Come on now, what can we do? Please tell me, come on y'all, what we gon' do? Somebody help me, come on now, what can we do? Please help me, come on now, what we gon' do?
Let me find out that you with this grown and sexy old school R&B with hip hop medley. I'ma ride the track and rock the beat on steadily. Performing through the morning, bring the quiet storm in. I know you see the signs, who gon' heed the warning? You know gas is high if you drive 5 miles just to save 5 cents. That don't make no sense, still we represent when we get in the street. No justice or peace, wanna fight the police. took a sister like she's supposed to be asleep. How many doing time in the land of the free? Home of the renegade, Putin stand planes, bombed on Ukraine, married to the game.
Come on,
but it ain't the same.
What can we do?
What can I do about it?
Please tell me. Come on now, what we gon' do? Somebody help me. Come on, y'all. What can we do? Please tell me. Come on now, what we gon' do? Come on, y'all, what can we do? Somebody tell me, come on, y'all, what we gon' do? Somebody tell me, come on now, what can we do? Please help me, come on now, what we gon' do? What can we do? Please help me, what we gon' do? Somebody tell me, come on now, what can we do? Help me, come on, y'all, what we gon' do?
What we don't do.
And that's right there. So smooth, man. Like DJ Chelsea said, smooth like butter. You have a lot of
Man,
jazz influences in your music. Um,
yes, sir.
who are some of the individuals who inspire you and push you, or inspire you when it comes down to music? Because, like I said, you hear a lot of jazz. So, where did that come from?
Well, I think that'll come from, high school, watching jazz musicians, jazz bands, being from Louisiana originally, the New Orleans jazz. My college roommate at Southern University was a jazz and a reggae enthusiast. So, man, he put me on in college to all the jazz greats, David Sanborn, of course, Grover Washington, everybody else that I may have missed. So I got I got into all the jazz from my roommates down in Southern Louisiana, Lake Charles, and New Orleans. Present day, just pretty much if you're going to do any type of R&B, again, nobody can compete with that Motown sound and that Marvin Gaye thing. But if you're going to do it, it's certain instrumentation has to be in there. And in a lot of the songs, yeah, you got to have some sax. And people like the sax. People love the sound of the sax, and they like to see the sax on the stage. Just as an instrument. When you're setting up the stage, people want to see some drums. They want to see some sax. So you got to give the people what they want. And as far as that song is concerned, the version you just played for "What Can We Do," that, of course, that has a rap in there. Over in the UK, they wanted a version because they don't play rap on the R&B soul station. So I had to send them a jazz version. I'll get it to you later on as well. But there's a jazz version with it, with no rap. But I did. There's like 3 versions of it. A clean version without the same old shit, like I said. That original version, uncut, and the rap version. So there's 3 versions of it. But jazz is, the sax is just something you have to let the song breathe. So if you're on stage, I think that by me being a live performing artist and a recording artist, I think it makes a difference to me. It gives me some advantages in thought because when I'm recording a song, I'm also thinking about performing the song. So if you're live on stage, you gotta let the song breathe. So while I hit them with some verses and hit them with a chorus, I'm gonna step back, let the sax come on out there and get it live.
And I'm glad you said that because I was just going to ask you, what is that the audience get when they come to see Ishmael sing? What is the Ishmael sing experience like for the audience?
Well, it's new, but nothing is new under the sun, so it's really not new, but it's new.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fresh look. It's a fresh sound. It's not new. Again,
Mm-hmm.
cats, been doing this, before we were born. So it's not necessarily new, but the way that I take it and interpret it, like being an architect building a house, the way that I'm taking it, interpreting it, I'm going to do it with class and finesse and style and put some cool on it, put some stank on it, not in an arrogant way, but just keep it nice, smooth, professional. So they're going to get a professional show. When I started, before I started management, I'm with English Entertainment Management now, Lisa English. But when I
Yeah.
was on my own, yeah, when I was on my own, spending my money, I said, people would say, "Hey, man, man, what's up with the real R&B? What's up with the R&B? We need some real R&B." So I'm thinking to myself, okay, let's get it, let's do it. So now here it is. Now we're doing it. They say, be careful what you ask for. Now I'm expecting they ask to buy this album and buy this music and spend this music. So,
Right.
they said they want it. They said that's what they want. So
Mm-hmm.
by the grace of God, we're going to give it to them. And they just have to help me out to make sure that they, pick up a single or something or put 99 cents in my pocket here and there so I can, keep it going and do it again and keep it rolling because there's plenty of other songs and there's plenty of other people under me and younger than me want to do the thing too. So I got to do it for just like you have to do what you do as a person, as an intellectual, and as a DJ, you got some people looking at you. I have to do it not just for myself, but I have to do it for some of the other people who are trying to do something. Not just inspire them, but to show them it can be done. And if I get up, then I pull one or two up and do some business.
Right. Now, what was the moment that you was on stage and you said that this is what I want to do for my career? This is really what I want to do. That solidified it.
Hmm. Man, you have some good questions, y'all. I would say that I've always done it, all my life, headline at the church, headline at the school, headline at the colleges, headlined all the stages, but I wasn't thinking of it as a career because, I'm from the South. I wasn't in LA anymore. I wasn't in DC anymore. I was down south in Louisiana. We have the gospel and now we have the of course, like you said, the Southern soul and the Southern rap. But when there's no record companies and record labels, out here. So I was trying to make money doing other things. Working in corporate America. Getting a nice job. I would say probably I gave it an attempt in '88. I moved to Atlanta for a minute with one of my frat brothers, Silk. We gave it a shot back in '88 when they used to do the Jack the Rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Back in '88, Al B. Sure and him was coming up in those cats. But the dude that I was working with in production at that time, he had a drug problem, so he spent all the money. And so after that had happened, I just lived regular life, working a job, getting a lady, having a family, just doing regular things, having a good time. I
Mm-hmm.
would say I got real serious. I would say when I got serious is when I started spending my money
Mm-hmm.
and I started putting my money in the game. I would say probably 15 years ago. So I say for the last 15 years, I've been putting my money on it. I buy my clothes for an event. I put a band together and played with several bands and did this and that. So I'd say about 15 years, ever since I put my money on it, then I was in the game. And then when I started making a couple of dollars or when I made my first 100 or whatever, I'm a professional. I'm in the game. So I'd say
Right.
I've been in the game about 15 years.
Now,
And I got into it real seriously. Go ahead.
Now, I wanted to ask you about the song "You're the One" because that's the reason why I was
Oh
leading up
yeah.
to that. I was leading up to that with that question. You're the one. You have to be a serious
Hmm.
artist to make something like that.
Thank
So,
you, man. Hey, I'll take that.
being that that song is hot and it's on your new album, right?
Hmm.
And I want
Right.
everybody to go out and download and get this new EP album and make sure that y'all spin it. Y'all don't bootleg it. Go out and get it the way it's supposed to be gotten. Um,
Thanks,
what
John.
what was the inspiration behind "You're the One"? Thank Illy. Thank you, Illy.
You are the one. I got that track from a brother in Florida. I forgot his name, but I got that track some years ago.
Mhm.
So that was a different style of as far as putting a song together. You know, like you asked me earlier. You know, I can come up with a song in my own head, or somebody give me a track. I'll say write to it. So I got that track, and I wrote to that track. And you are the one. I let the producer know what kind of song I wanted. I want something about you are the one, but you know, people can dance to.
Mhm.
And so that's what it was. And like you said, the words, just want to put some current words in there, some modern words in there. I think I was an architecture major, so I think as far as building, I think building a song, I kind of like approach it the way that an architect would design or build a house.
Mhm.
You know, you're gonna put that classic, you're gonna put some original classic things in there that has to be in there as far as foundation, things like that. But you're gonna take it and flip it and Frank Lloyd Wright that thing and put your thing on it. So my thing is I gotta put some Ishmael Sings in there somewhere.
Mhm.
And You Are the One is just that song. And hey, what lady, you know, don't want to hear that she's the one?
Right. So let's go. Let's find
Let's go.
So many pictures of my life I don't want you to see. All I know is that you deserve the best of me. I pray my actions satisfy your curiosity. Cause you're the babe, it feels right. You're the one alive. From day one, you've been like food to my soul, girl.
So
Whenever you
good.
smile, I swear it never grows old. I see everything in you I've always prayed for. I don't need a player's card no more, no more, girl. You let me be who I am, and I love it, babe. And I'll never change. I will never change. No. I'm loving all that you are. I appreciate. So my life I'm giving to you. So many pictures of my life I don't want you to see. All I know is that you deserve the best of me. I pray my actions satisfy your curiosity. I pray, cause you're the babe, yeah, that's right, yeah, you're the one alive. I know our friends gon' complain and say we ain't been the same, but they can't see what we have, and I can't leave like we have. So afraid to spend one day without you. I'm addicted, committed, our bond is limitless, yeah. You let me be who I am, and I love it, babe, and I'll never change. I will never change, no. I'm loving all that you are, I appreciate. So my life I'm giving to you, baby. So many pictures of my life I don't want you to see. So many. All I know is that you deserve the best of me, baby. I pray my actions satisfy your curiosity. Cause you're the babe, it feels right. You're the one alive. You're the babe, feels right. You're the babe, feels right. You're the babe, feels right. you're the baby, so tight. So many pictures of my life I don't want you to see. I don't want you to see. All I know is that you deserve the best of me. I pray my actions satisfy your curiosity. Yes, I do. Cause you're the baby, it feels right. You're the one for life.
Another smooth joint, man. Like, where do you come up with these concepts, man, and keeping everything so level and smooth like you do?
Yeah, man. It's a gift. Everything is a gift, but production and engineering. Can't cut any corners. When you go in, when you finish a track, when you finish a song, you have to have an engineer that knows what they're doing, especially when it comes to R&B. R&B, soul music, and jazz got harmonies and shit. And sometimes cats, and sometimes if I'm going to a studio, let's say if I get a hip hop beat, I want a hip hop beat. I may not necessarily be able to use that hip hop producer. I mean, that hip hop engineer, because he may not know how to mix those harmonies, and he'd probably be trying to mix it, like I'm a rapper.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to R&B, soul music, the like that Motown sound, like what Barry Gordy and them had, that sound, those records still stand to this day. I don't know what type of technology they had. They didn't have Pro Tools,
Right.
but the way they mixed and mastered those records. And I have a guy down here from the kitchen, Oz, who does my mixing and mastering as an engineer. You can sound good, but the mix and the master has to be done well. And since I'm in this region, I'm in the Southwest region, most of the music is, Lil Wayne, them, and the cats from Baton Rouge and New Orleans, mostly rap. There's not that many engineers here that's doing R&B soul. So I have to find somebody that can do it for me, do it right. Because I want the record. I'm used to, being an independent artist, people are going to find a reason why they're not going to play you. They're going to find any kind of reason. So I want to eliminate that. So I don't want you saying that the quality is not there. So I'm glad that you noticed that the mixing and the master and the engineering was on point. And I had to pay for the best on that.
Now, when individuals come to a Ishmael Sings Experience show, do you prefer to sing with the band where you can control the crowd and everything else? Peace, Original Magnetic. Or do you prefer the track? Which one is the best for you?
I prefer it with the band. I used to be, up until I started working with English management. There's some shows that she'll have for me that I'll do tracks, but prior to, I didn't like doing tracks. I was like an anti-track type of dude. But I understand that people have budgets, but no, I'd rather have the live band. As you stated, it allows you to work the room. It lets the room breathe. People like to see the live instrumentation on the stage. They like to see the band setting up. They want to see the band breaking down. Some of them, they want to hear it. You can get out into the crowd. The guitar player can play a solo. Live, they'll get the whole experience because they'll be able to hear everybody play. I can go back into the melody or into the chorus at will. Hell, the audience can sing with me. I can let somebody on the mic. It's just a whole different experience. The tracks, of course, the track is if it's 3 minutes, 41 seconds, you got to stay on it, not to get lost. But I understand that people have budgets, but it's always better to have have your band to give people the full experience. Now, saying that,
Hmm.
everybody's not trying to, get out there with a band because, it can expose you too.
Right.
You got the band playing,
Hmm.
you got a mic, it's going to expose you if you don't know what you're doing.
Mm.
So a lot of people would prefer tracks, and they do a lot of track shows. And I'm not knocking it. I'll do them too now. But no,
Hmm.
I prefer to bring a whole band for the people because the band opens for you. The
Hmm.
band is part of your MC. Before you come out, the band is playing. The band's warming up. You walk out like Marvin Gaye walk out. The band was jamming like twice. Then he comes out. Or when Luther comes out, the band is playing. Luther goes, "Ooh!" You're like, "Where you at?"
Hmm.
So yeah, you can do those kind of things with the band jamming, you in the back. So you can come out. It's more entertaining and more engaging with the band. It's almost like going to a party without no food.
Now,
You gonna party, but you ain't got no food. The
definitely.
tracks, you gonna do it, but it's ain't no band.
Now, I want to shout out Lady Boss Evans for checking in. Peace to my brother, Original Magnetic stepped in. Yes, we share the same born day on Saturday. Yes, it's gonna go up. But where do you see Ishmael going in his career? Because I want to speak toward being a part of Lisa English Management promotions, and I want to know where is the trajectory that you feel like you want to be in the next 5 years? Where do you see your music taking
Okay, my bad, y'all.
you?
I froze for a minute.
No problem. Where do you see your music taking you in the next 5 years? Where is the direction that you feel that you want to be going in?
Well, that's another good question because what I found out, just because I want something to go a certain kind of way, it doesn't necessarily mean that that may be what the people want. And then, you have God's will as well. So I've just learned at this point, I've been an independent artist, to avoid all the disappointments. And of course, you want to make a living.
Hmm.
So the first thing I want to do is make a living. But, that's kind of hard to do because again, there's no integrity in it. And then, the people are not necessarily 100% behind it because the people don't realize that they have the power, to make you or break you.
Hmm.
So my goal is just real simple to just make a living, man. Make a living, move around, perform, share the music, do new music, which costs money,
Hmm.
but I still got a 9 to 5 now, but hopefully it'll pick up. So I just hope that the music will take off and I'll have at least a million followers around the world that'll pick the album up, and that'll free me up and I'm good, and I can do that business. But a lot of people think that you already got money because you did an album, so they won't purchase it because they think, oh man, he already straight. No, we ain't straight. We gotta move this music, and we gotta eat too. So I gotta get freed up by the people, support it, and of course saying that they like it, but putting a dollar on it. And
Indeed.
if a million people put a dollar on it, then I'm good.
Right. Now, when did the collaboration with Lisa English come with English promotions? How did that come about?
Oh yeah. Well, I was looking for management,
Hmm.
and it says on Google
Hmm.
that if you're doing your thing, management will find you.
Hmm.
So I've done my thing for years. No serious management found me. So I'm like, what the hell? But again, I know I'm in the South. I know I'm not in LA. I know I'm not in Atlanta. I know I'm not in DC. I know where I'm at.
Hmm.
I'm in Dallas, Texas. Um, so I had I didn't get any serious management here. because just face it, who's here, who's doing music here. So it ain't like managers just rolling around. And there's no artists. Why would they be here? So I
Mm-hmm.
figured it must not be that much management around here for soul music, maybe for country. But probably about 4.5, 5 months ago, I was on Facebook and I saw Miss English on there, and for some reason I clicked on it, and I saw that she was doing something for somebody, and I said, "Oh man, she must be doing music." I didn't know what level, but I text her, and I'm used to hitting, in this business, you're used to hitting some dead ends, so I didn't think nothing of it. But I was like, "Hey, you heard my new song? You heard the new video? Give me some R&B." So I sent it to her, just right off the whack. And I think she answered. She said no, but she listened to it. Apparently, she liked it, and her people liked it. And we were talking. We were talking later on that day and the next day, and I decided to go with them. Probably like within 24 to 48 hours for management. I was shocked. I was like, "Hey, man, somebody's doing management for real?"
Man,
Because
listen,
because yeah, because
they work.
they try to have you do everything for yourself. Do it, Ish, you need to do this. Ish, you need to. I'm like, hey, come on. I can't be on stage, write a song, do this, push the music, remember my lyrics.
Right, right. But we about to come to the end. But I wanted to shout out Lisa English, and English Promotions for, the push that they do behind their artists and the people that
Right,
they work with. But I wanted to play
right.
If You Want Somebody before we head up out of here.
Ooh, that you want somebody. I can't wait to do that one live. When I do that one live, it's gonna be freaking bananas.
we about to turn up with it right here. If You Want
Good
Somebody
God
by
Almighty.
Ishmael. Let's go.
Mm, mm, mm.
Hello, love. If you want somebody that'll treat you right, there's no need for you to look any further. Because I'm right here, baby, and I'm ready to treat you like a queen, treat you like a woman is supposed to be treated. So open up your heart and let me in if you're ready to win. Hello, beautiful. You know I got these feelings for you. Lady love, I'm thinking of you. There's nothing else that I'd rather do. You know that I am a good catch, and you know that I want more than your sex. Then baby, what's wrong? We're both grown, so why you leave me on? If you want somebody, if you need somebody, there's nothing better than loving somebody. I'm right here, I'll be right here. Ooh, baby, if you want somebody, need somebody, I'm somebody. There's nothing better than loving somebody. I'm right here, I'll be right here. Please don't fight this feeling. Your heart needs healing. Let me give you all of me exclusively. Girl, you're someone special. No, I won't neglect you. I'll be there whenever you need me. And I know that you know how I feel, 'cause you're feeling the same way. And you know that I'm keeping it real. I ain't playing no games. You deserve me, baby. If you want somebody, if you need somebody, when you need somebody, baby, somebody. I'm right here, I'll be right here, right here. Ooh, baby, if you want somebody, need somebody, yeah. I'm somebody. There's nothing better than loving somebody. I'm right here, I'll be right here. Oh, let me be the one that you can lay your pretty head on. Let me take you to a place of your very own, your private pleasures. Oh, 'cause it'll feel much better and be much better not to be in no friend zone. And when you wanna get it on, I will love you strong all night long. There's nothing better when you want somebody, need somebody. I can be that somebody, baby. Ooh, baby, you want somebody. When you need a real man by your side, somebody that's gonna treat you right. There's nothing better than loving somebody. Follow me, I'm right here. When you want somebody.
Wow, that was so.
Ooh.
I almost got lost in it right then. That was, man.
That's my jam.
And that is smooth. Now, Ishmael, we coming to the end of the show, man, and I can't believe an hour went by that quick. But I want to make sure that you tell the people where they can see you, how they can book you, and where they can get your music from.
Okay, I'm Ishmael Sings on all platforms. Got to spell it right. Ishmael like the male. ISHMALESINGS. They can hit me up. They can get the album IshmaelSings.com. That's my website. They can hit me up on Facebook, Ishmael Sings. Everywhere, Ishmael Sings. They can go on my Facebook. They can contact English Entertainment to book me. That's on my Facebook page as well. And also, she's on there for management. English Entertainment LLC. So they can hit me up on Ishmael Sings, all platforms, ISHMALESINGS.com. Go ahead and download that music or have me to send them out, send the album out live. They can download it and get the copy as well. The album is like $13.99, or they can just hit those singles that they like for 99 cents. But hit me on all platforms, and they can hit my management up, English Entertainment. Contact her, and they can book us. They can book me. She had me in Atlanta last month. I was out in Detroit, where you was at last month. So we're getting out. We're ready to move. So if anybody wants the new, I say new because it's changing, but it's the same. Anybody want that new R&B, which brings more than just a song, which brings some professionalism to it and bring an air to it, then, they can call me, call my management and get me up in the mix. If they tired of just the same old mundane cats just getting on stage trying to pull some girls. But if you want some professional, if you want to help a professional get in there, like the cats used to be with Motown, the Temptations, the Marvin Gaye's, and the Smokey Robinson, somebody who's trying to be a professional. Again, I'm not bragging, but I just gotta just say it's a little different these days. If they're looking for a modern classic sound, yet professional, their world. You don't have to worry about me trying to holler at your chick or nothing like that. I'm good. I got mine, but we'll come out and have a good time and put some hits out. I'll do some covers if I do the band, do some Marvin, do some Luther too with the hot hits. We'll just have a great time.
Definitely. So what I want to tell you, Ishmael, anytime that you have anything for us, new music, videos, shows that you want to promote, don't hesitate to call on us at Real2reel360. Also, too,
yes,
ladies and gentlemen, for all of those who have heard those great songs, you will be able to hear those songs again on Live 365, the Real2reel360 radio show. Also, too, this radio show will be repeated on PSO on 82.3 in Columbus, Ohio. This is, like I said, this is the Real2reel360, and we always try to bring you the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for chiming in. Right now, we about to be out of here. Peace.
Thank you, Real2reel. Thank you, Real2reel.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we're starting to come to the end of the show.
Don't go
right now, I want to take the time out and thank our guests for coming on. Also, too, we want to make sure that y'all listening and subscribing, and tell a friend and keep sharing, because we're going to keep bringing y'all the real content. You know what I mean? So DJ K-Wise, my brother, take us up out of here, son.
True
Peace.
I want to give a big shout out to the nation of gods and earth. To all the human families on the planet Earth, I say peace. But to our subscribers, those who continue to watch and listen to the show each and every time we come on, I give a big shout out of love, peace, and happiness to you. The peace of man, woman, and child of the you and I verse. It's time for us to disperse. We bring the best, not the worst. We thank you once again for tuning in to the Real 360. Bring a friend to hit that like and subscribe so we continue to grow to bring more knowledge and wisdom to you. Upon our show, you make it possible.